What's going on, guys? Nubs the Gamer, and today we're going to be doing a product review. And the product we're going to be reviewing is the SuperSun 2-in-1 HDMI splitter. Now, I decided to purchase this because I wanted to capture gameplay footage from the HDMI output of my PlayStation 3, and then I realized that you can't use any kind of HDMI output to a capture card device, mainly because at the time of release for the PlayStation 3, it was the cheapest Blu-ray player out at that time. So Sony had come up with the HDCP protection to help make sure that nobody could try to steal Blu-ray movies because they were pretty expensive. Sony did invest into Blu-ray technology along with Toshiba and a couple other big companies. So of course they want to protect their assets. I decided that I wanted to go with this brand, and even though it said 4K at 30 frames per second, some people said that it wasn't 4K 30 frames per second. Maybe I will try to see if I can do a little test with that later. But right now our biggest goal is to test it out using 1080i, 1080p, 720p. We want to try to get some kind of output going to the capture card device, and I will be using my Elgato HD60S. And we're going to see whether or not we can bypass the signal and, get any kind of capture. But these are the specs. This is exactly what we wanted. We're not doing 3D. We just want to try to see if we can get 720p, 1080i, 1080p. And this can also, if this works, people have said that it has worked with projectors, dual monitors, dual TVs. So that's definitely a good thing. So let's go ahead, open the box, and we will see what's inside. I actually packed this pretty nice, and it wasn't really all that bad. I believe I spent like, I don't know, $22 for this, and free shipping if you have 2-day Prime, but I don't have Prime, so it cost me like $6 for shipping. So about, I don't know, $27 total for this. And here's the unit here. It has some pretty good weight to it, and that's why I don't like when they're cheap plastic and they're light as a feather. This has some pretty good weight to it. Only thing really inside here is just the adapter, the wall plug adapter, and just a booklet. And this is pretty self-explanatory. You don't honestly need to read the booklet or anything like that. Basically, you're just going to hook one HDMI in through one way and then output it through the other way. And so they say it works. Great reviews. One of the biggest selling factors, the reason why I wanted it, is because it did have great reviews. Now, I will leave a link down in the description to this particular product if you guys want to check it out. Like I said, I don't really have a confirmative way to check to see if this is true 4K or not. I didn't really buy it with that intent, but if it does, that's a huge bonus. But me personally, I didn't buy it for that, and I don't really have a way to test it unless if I hook it up to my PlayStation 4 Pro and put on a 4K movie, or put like one of my 4K games on and try to test it that way. But for now, we're just going to try to test it with the PlayStation 3. So like I said, has a nice good metal feel to it. That would be your input coming into the unit, and then your two outputs, which I'm not going to be testing. I'm not going to be hooking up dual monitors or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set the laptop up, get everything hooked up, and let's go ahead and see if we can get this working. Alright guys, I got everything just about hooked up. So it's plugged up, it's ready to go. I got the power on. So this is going to be the PlayStation 3 coming in. And coming out. Okay, so this is going to be coming out to the Elgato. I thought this was going to be going to the TV, but I forgot. It's not. So we got the green light that which is output 1 or output 2. Honestly, we're going to output 1. This goes to the TV. Let's go ahead and plug this on in. Okay. So now we got all that hooked up. All right, so let's see. Put this over here. Turn the power on. We'll see whether or not if we get a signal. See if this thing works. And so far, so good. We just need to make sure that it outputs to the resolution that we need. So HDMI. This is everything. So these are all the resolutions so far that it's detecting from the system itself. All right, so I mean, we got a couple games we could try. Now this is a new system because my old system was bad. All right, see if we can get this to load real quick. Because this is the big purpose, is making sure that we're able to get some kind of gameplay capture. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as you can see up here, it says right up here, 1080p at 60 frames per second. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start recording this. Let me see, I'll tilt the camera down some. Show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and hit record. I'm going to start the recording process. Sometimes I bought this system used from GameStop, and sometimes when you put a game in, it doesn't read the damn game. I don't know why. But I bought it used and from GameStop, and apparently it's supposed to be refurbished. So it looks like it definitely works. That is exactly what we want. As you can see up here, it says 720p at 60 frames per second. So it's definitely working out for us. I could definitely use this product for whenever I want to do, you know, full HD, or at 720p is just technically HD, and then full HD is 1080p. So now we can use this device so I can get accurate gameplay capture. And yeah, Warhawk is old, but it's still fun, and there's still people who, you know, play online. And it's very responsive. There's no latency issue, no lagging. Everything is very responsive. When I push the buttons, you know, it just acts as if the HDMI cable is coming out directly from the PlayStation 3 directly to the TV. Yeah, so everything is definitely working pretty good. Okay, so we're playing deathmatch. So it definitely does work. I do have to say that this product is definitely worth it. It only costs $26, and I like the fact that you can just straight bypass the HDCP protection, because that is what is blocking a PlayStation 3 from outputting full HD through HDMI to any kind of capture device. So that definitely works. The Xbox 360 didn't really have to worry about that, because when launched, the only thing they had was component and composite cables to use. They didn't have HDMI at that time. I think the later editions of the Xbox 360 had it. You can use this with anything that has HDMI. You can use it with, since this is technically bypassing the protection, you should have no issue using it with DVRs, any kind of set-top boxes, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Even though those systems, technically you could turn the HDCP off, at least I know with the PlayStation 4 you can, but there are some apps that still require that on there, so that's good that this can bypass it. Some VR games are technically apps instead of games, so you can't do any kind of recording with it. They kind of block it. An example, the Ghostbusters VR. So it definitely works. It's definitely good to know that there's a product out there that works. It has great reviews. It's pretty good in price, and you guys, it's definitely going to work for you guys. So I definitely highly recommend picking up this. Again, this is the SuperSun HDMI 2-in-1 splitter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please feel free to give a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs it down. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon, so that way you're always notified when I have new videos on hand. I'm going to try to do a comparison video today. I kind of got a busy schedule, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.